One of the many ways to know that you've made it in the NBA is being featured on the cover of NBA 2K, the most popular basketball video game in the world. However, it seems like they've been following a suspicious trend lately. Thing is, apparently, NBA 2K has only chosen disgruntled athletes with a desire to leave their teams to be featured on their cover. In fact, the players have left their franchise right after being chosen to be the cover athlete for the video game. And now that Damian Lillard has been chosen, people started speculating about his future. He's been involved in countless trade rumors throughout the course of his career. That's why today we're going to walk you through the NBA 2K curse and speculate if it will happen to Lillard himself. NBA 2K14, LeBron James. There was no doubt that LeBron James was the best player in the world in 2014. His Miami Heat was coming off a heartbreaking loss in the finals versus the San Antonio Spurs, and he felt like his time at South Beach had already come to an end. That's why suddenly, after being named the cover athlete for the NBA 2K14 edition, he decided to take his talents back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. James would eventually lead the Cavs to 4 straight trips to the finals, winning the ring in 2016. NBA 2K15 and NBA 2K16, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant made a name for himself as the most unstoppable scorer in the league during the 2014 season, so NBA 2K chose him to be the cover athlete for the 2015 edition. Needless to say, he was one of the most beloved players in the league at the time. That's why he even made it back-to-back covers and got the nod again in 2016. Soon after, however, he left the Oklahoma City Thunder to join the Golden State Warriors in one of the most controversial moves in NBA history. At least he won back-to-back rings and finals MVPs. NBA 2K17, Paul George. Paul George was a huge inspiration. He overcame a career-threatening injury in 2015 and then slowly worked his way back to the top of the league. He was one of the best two-way players on earth, so 2K got him on the cover of the 2017 edition, despite playing on a small market. Still, considering the Pacers refused to surround him with all-star caliber players, George forced his way out of the franchise right after being granted this honor. George was traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder and stood there for 2 seasons before being moved to the Clippers. NBA 2K18, Kyrie Irving. This one has to be one of the most controversial of all. All of a sudden, out of the blue, Kyrie Irving asked to be traded away from the Cleveland Cavaliers right after being selected to be the cover athlete for the 2018 edition. Shockingly, he was traded even before the game was released. In fact, NBA 2K had to release different covers because of Kyrie's move to the Boston Celtics. His tenure at the TD Garden didn't go as expected, and he ended up walking away as a free agent to join Kevin Durant in the Brooklyn Nets. NBA 2K19, LeBron James. LeBron James did it again. Following a season full of rumors about his desire to leave the Cavaliers, this time for good, James was chosen to be the cover athlete of the 20th anniversary edition, which seemed fair, considering he had dominated the league for 16 straight years. And like everybody expected, James ended up signing with the Los Angeles Lakers to try and take the team back to their championship-winning ways. His first season was cut short with an injury, but he's finally taken back to the playoffs this season. NBA 2K20, Anthony Davis. And the latest edition of the NBA 2K curse came in 2020. Anthony Davis was, and still is, the best big man in the world, and it was clear that he had already outgrown the New Orleans Pelicans. That's why NBA 2K got him on the cover of NBA 2K20. Davis openly demanded to be traded, and drew a lot of criticism from his former fans. The Pelicans stood put and held on to him throughout the season, but he was eventually traded to the Lakers in the summer. Will Lillard be next on this list? Lillard has had a lot of trade rumors throughout his career, but never really made any moves. Yet. Lillard has already signed a couple of huge extension deals with the Blazers, and barring any unforeseen circumstances, it appears that he will be with Portland for the rest of his career. Nevertheless, this is exactly what happened with players we mentioned earlier. Here are some of the craziest trade rumors involving Lillard throughout this season. Damian Lillard became the center of several rumors that would see him part ways with the Blazers. Opposing teams were reportedly doing their due diligence and asking about Lillard's availability. NBA insider Sam Amico confirmed the reports, but he also pointed out that Portland was not interested. Nevertheless, this did not slow down the rumors one bit. The craziest rumor pertaining to a potential Lillard trade linked the all-star point guard to the Milwaukee Bucks to join forces with Giannis Antetokounmpo. What made the potential deal even more insane was the fact that it was Jabari Parker, who was mentioned as a key trading piece for the Bucks. How crazy would it be to see a Giannis-Lillard duo in Milwaukee? Also earlier this season, Lillard was reportedly on his way to the Big Apple to join the New York Knicks. Unbelievable as it may seem, this deal actually came super close to closing in. The source, you ask? Lillard himself. I thought I was actually going to go there. I was prepared. I was hearing trade rumors. Lillard also mentioned that the Garden is his favorite place to play. Lillard did not detail the particulars of the deal, nor did he confirm when this actually was, but clearly, he was left with the impression that he was going to become a Knick. The Madison Square Garden has a certain appeal to players, and as it turns out, Lillard was no different. Stephen A. Smith also mentioned the trade rumors of Lillard on an ESPN podcast earlier this season. If Damian Lillard is going to leave the comfortable and financially beneficial confines of Portland, it's only for 2 places from what I'm being told. He's only interested in New York or LA. One of the two, New York or LA. And by L I mean the Lakers, not the Clippers. That's what Damian Lillard wants. His preference would be for the Portland Trail Blazers to find somebody big time to join him and CJ McCollum in Portland. That's Damian Lillard's preference. But if they can't improve the team, and if they can't find anybody, then he's interested in going one of two places. My sources tell me it's the Lakers or the Knicks. That makes a lot of sense. Portland is a good team, but they're never really considered as a serious contender for the title. Perhaps both the Blazers' front office and Lillard's camp entertain the possibility of starting anew. Despite repeatedly affirming his commitment to the Blazers, be it verbally or on paper, trade rumors never seem to steer clear of Lillard throughout his career. The Los Angeles Lakers have been one of those teams that always seems to be in the running, and it was in 2019 that LA reportedly came the closest to bringing Lillard to Hollywood. Rumors began picking up steam after LeBron James started his first season with the Lakers. This was prior to their coup on Anthony Davis, and at that time, everyone knew that LA were going to bring in another superstar to play alongside LeBron. Naturally, Lillard was inserted into the conversation. Maybe all this 2K curse stuff is all just a coincidence, and Lillard will break the curse this year. Or maybe he'll join the Lakers, Knicks, or maybe even the Bucks. Only time will tell. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thanks for tuning in.